Nist says every place, every culture has its village idiots. Okay, let me go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, that looked like a issue with YouTube's server, and unfortunately, it counted it as me stopping the stream, and so I think it's gonna split up the stream into 2 parts, which really sucks. I didn't do a local recording of it, so man, that's a bummer. Ugh. Alright, grabbed a quick snack. And a drink. Yeah, that sucks. Normally what I've been doing lately is doing a local recording in case like I get any copyright claims or, you know, if there's a lot of buffering, then I can just upload the locally recorded version. But I didn't do that tonight. I just completely forgot. So that really sucks. And Stephen Keller, welcome. Yeah, that must have been an issue, like a glitch on YouTube's end or something, because my internet connection was still fine. The chat was still coming in, and YouTube said that the stream actually ended, which was absolutely not true. Are you kidding me, man? Anyone out there with kids, you probably want to put earplugs in their ears or tell them to go away. We've been at that point for a while, and I am not having fun anymore. Yeah, it seems like getting close to enemies in this version is one of the worst things you can do. Ronnie. Come on, Ronnie. You know better than that, dude.
Yeah.
Hey. A bag of dicks. I wonder if McDonald's is open tonight. It's the perfect kind of I hate myself food. Well, I mean, Sarah, to be fair, like, you know, they do say, not everyone, because some people are really terrible parents, but, you know, they say when you have a kid, like, I don't know, your perspective on things changes. So yeah, you say that now, but when you actually have a kid, if you have a kid, you might take it back. I do not, Grinch. The closest thing I have to a kid is my cat. I don't think your cats can repeat what you say, though, so it's not quite the same, but... I'm not sure about dogs, because I've never had a dog, but cats can be very childlike. It's cool. You know, they'll have personalities of their own. Impressively smart and shockingly dumb. Yeah, sounds like cats. Welcome back, Elvez. Trying not to get my ass kicked in Wolfenstein, but it's easier said than done. Three cats and a dog. Nice. My cat's kind of the same way, Sarah. This level is gigantic, man. It's really annoying. Oh, level! Why are you so big? That's right, you can't get out that way. Damn, Ridley with the subtlety. You're on a roll tonight, man. God, I forgot there was health in the beginning. Keep going back to this room. Up to work you go. Alright, see you, Grinch. Thanks for stopping in. Mandatory secrets. I love it. All the way back. Graveyard hype? No, not really. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I'm at the point where I'm despising my graveyard shift pretty badly. Finally! Yes! Oh, for crying out loud, man. Dude, these last handful of levels are taking me forever to get through. I seriously hate how there's no visual indicator when you get hit. It's so annoying, man. That's the biggest problem with this game. Oh, so aggravating. At least, one thing that is nice, though, is that enemies apparently can't shoot through each other in this one. That was a big issue in the PC game. Okay. That's right.
Emergency!
Hey, guns. You can do it! I should probably switch over to the chain gun, but this strategy of just sitting all the way back and conserving ammo is working out pretty well. That was part of our problem in this playthrough, is I kept running out of ammo, and that made things tough. And I kept getting way too close to enemies. Like, your auto aim is insanely good long range. Actually, it looks like he shot me through the enemy. It just doesn't seem like it happens that often, or maybe they have to be positioned a specific way. It almost seems like they're programmed to not shoot if they're, like, directly behind another enemy, but if they're off to the side just enough, like, they'll start firing and they'll still be able to hit you. But Ronnie, we can surely win them over with love. Love trumps all. Everyone's gonna say John Cena. A brick wall? Well then, Ronnie. I fit that part just fine. I should become an actor. Did he just walk through the other enemy? Bruce Willis is kind of old to be a Blazkowicz. Unless he's like Granddaddy Blazkowicz. Blazkowicz?
All right.
Crap. No, John Cena would totally be capable of it. You know, especially if they go by like the more modern BJ Blazkowicz. Hell, I seriously wouldn't be surprised if they modeled the more recent Blazkowicz after him. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other people that would be fitting, but I can't really think of too many. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't attempted a Wolfenstein movie. Or if they have, like, I haven't heard of it. Guten Tag! Damn. You would, Fatty. I mean, your name is Fatty after all, right?
Yeah!
Can't hear the damn enemies. And it's more glitching in this game than I remember. Like, I mean, it's not that obvious, but there are occasions where, like, you'll see, like, a vertical black line appear out of nowhere. Oh, I've been psyched for a very, very long time. Psyched to get this goddamn stream over with. Like, we've died an insane amount of times, which I was not planning on. And it all started with the one level that usually gives me trouble, but it surprisingly didn't give me trouble this time. Up until the very end where I made some dumb mistakes, and then we ended up having to loop that stage like 4 or 5 times. And then ever since that level, we've had to do that many, many, many times. Did I miss this secret last time? I think I did. It's a shame the weird, like, floating, you know, Warlock Hitler dudes aren't in this. They were always kind of cool. Because they were one of the only enemies in the game that actually shot projectiles. Yeah, I want to try to go through Return to Castle Wolfenstein sometime soon. Especially once I get my Windows 98 build up and running. You make a secret. This is so not a family-friendly stream. This belongs to my Twitch channel. This is awful. I mean, if anyone has a better description than floating Warlock Hitler dudes, then let me know. I'm all ears. And don't give me their real name nonsense. No one wants to hear that. Goes victory. Oh, I have no idea, Luke. No clue. No clue. Hey, Christopher. Welcome back, man. Long time no see. Welcome to Wolfenstein 3D, the Sultaning. Wow, really? No ending? What? What? What the hell? No, the stream stopped. No reason. Yeah, the YouTube had a glitch partway through, and the stream ended up stopping because it couldn't reach the server. So yeah, it restarted about 40 minutes ago. Wow, there's no no ending screen. That was really weird because like in the Jaguar version. Well, hell, I think even the Super Nintendo version, it's got, you know, the intermissions. I could have sworn that was in this version, but apparently not. Well, that was anticlimactic. I almost feel like that wasn't worth it. And it goes right into a demo. You're like, okay. Sarah, I probably will, yeah. So like I said, what I'll do is, I'll show you the, a little bit of the original first episode. So, again, this version has all the, original PC levels in it as well. Full sizes and all. Which is cool and all, but when you play like the console exclusive levels, these maps are huge in comparison. And again, you don't have quick saving, so but yeah, it is a ton of content. This map is pretty close to the revision that is featured in the game. I'll play that one next, no reason. After a little bit of map 2. Ronnie says they put officers in map 2. I like it when you get an extra life. He goes, "All right." Like they probably got the accountant to say that line. All right. But you should have, theoretically, the original secret level. Dun dun dun! Alright! Dun dun dun! Secret level! I miss the 90s. Although they don't have the texturing for the secret level. Although, this is based on the Mac version, so any major changes made, you need to look at the Mac version first before you complain about it. I always have to tell myself that. When I'm like, man, this is different from the PC game. It's like, well, it's not based on the PC game. This is based on the Mac game. Which, in and of itself, had a lot of changes. You get to play that last level in a dream sequence. Nice. Velvet Assassin. I haven't heard of that one. What was that on? Yeah, they redid the voices, so they actually sound like they're speaking German. Velvet Assassin was on 360 and PS3. Like, it's cool navigating these levels, but they're so big in this version, man, compared to the original encounter stages. So I'm also kind of like, you know, it's cool that this content's here, but honestly I'd rather just play the PC version at this point. But for those that don't want to go through that, well, I don't want to say trouble. It's probably more trouble tracking down a 3DO and playing the 3DO version, but it is cool having all this content in here. Yeah, I used to look at having all these levels as like an amazing thing, but nowadays I honestly don't even care. I really don't care. Maybe if it was 1995 and this was my only way to play Wolfenstein 3D, it would have been amazing, but nowadays, it's not. It's the thing about, you know, my outlook on a lot of these old games is that my outlook changes as time goes on. The things I once really cared about, I don't care about as much anymore. Things I used to make a big deal about are just like a tiny splash in the bucket now, at best. Dude, after playing this game for like 5 hours straight, this frame rate is starting to get to me. Like, the reason I can accept the frame rate is, as like, unlike a lot of 3DO games, it still controls really well. It doesn't feel laggy. That's the problem with a lot of 3DO games, is they have poor frame rates and they feel laggy, which is like the worst of both worlds. This map is freaking ginormous. There we go. Well, yeah, I mean... That's like saying, well, yeah, I mean, at least it's not cancer. It's like, yeah, we know. It's not exactly a standing ovation, but... Still don't have a chain gun. But I mean, you guys, I mean, the thing that some of you probably don't know, because you might not have that much experience with the 3DO, is there are other games that have frame rates just as bad as Doom. Doom is not Doom is not unique in that regard, believe it or not, on 3DO. And the reason people sing out loud Doom is because it's Doom. Doom is one of the greatest games of all time. At least in my eyes it is. But man, there are plenty of other games that are just as craptastic as Doom, if not worse. Whenever I get around to actually playing the game, Fatty, yeah. But I haven't gotten around to playing it yet for more than like 5 minutes. Whoa, Ronnie was right. What are you doing here? You don't belong in this episode. Yes, it does. Killing Time's frame rate is pretty awful. It is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, that's a huge reason why I haven't been able to get into Killing Time on 3DO, is because the frame rate is terrible. It's in, you know, it's terrible, and it's the gameplay is very sluggish on top of that. So it's not a good experience. A lot of 3DO fans will put it up on a pedestal, but I think it's a terrible game because of the performance reasons. It's got a really cool concept. I like the idea of the non-linear gameplay, and I like the theme a lot, but the the game is just very, very poorly optimized. Yeah, the problem with that, Sublime, is that modern gamers have different expectations than we do. And they expect different. I think Doom 2016 was probably about as close as you can get to old school FPS gameplay in a modern shooter, while still keeping it somewhat modern with like the storytelling and stuff like that. Yeah, the storytelling was very minimal and people praise it for that, but there was story that you had to sit through in it, you know? That's not exactly old school. But I still think Doom 2016 is amazing. Definitely one of my favorite games of recent times. Every time I talk about it, I want to play it. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a long time. So here we go, No Reason. I'll show you episode 6, Confrontation. We'll try to go through this first level.
Urgency! Urgency!
Alright, here we go.
Urgency. Achtung. Halt.
Yeah, Brutal Doom's just a mod. It's pretty cool. We're gonna do a stream of it with the classic Doom someday. Probably sooner than later. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like other mods more, actually. Oh man, this level's huge. Man, it slows down like crazy, too. This is some bad frame drop. But look at this. Notice how my gun skips across the screen? That's the minimum I can aim in this version. That's one of the problems with this version of the game. You don't have the accuracy you do in other versions. That's a problem, you know? You have much better accuracy in the Jag version. And it always moves like this. Even when the frame rate's better, notice how it still skips. Like, it's a teensy tiny bit better, but not much better. Like, that's pretty bad. Actually, no, I think it's the same, actually. It's just... yeah.
Halt. Halt.
Okay, this is slowing. This is the first time the game has really slowed down like this. It was pretty smooth for the most part on the standard campaign.
Achtung.
So it's like, okay, it's got extra levels, but man, they are not well suited to this this port. Well, there's only one Brutal Doom Sublime.
Halt.
There are other mods, though. Brutal Doom is just one of many countless mods for Doom.
Achtung. Urgency. Halt.
Look at how much larger this level is compared to the cut down version. It's crazy. It is cool playing these levels like back to back though, like playing the cut down version and then playing the full version and being like, oh, man. And I thought the cut down version was long too. I was like, man, this level just goes on.
Halt. Halt.
Yeah, well, Brutal Doom's been around for a long time now. And yes, it's constantly updated, so he's always releasing new versions of it, with new features being added. Like, I have an old video of Brutal Doom on my channel from, like, 2012 or something like that. And it's, like... I mean, it might as well be a different mod by this point, but it's the same mod, it's just, you know, it's evolved a lot since then. And it runs like crap. It gets exhausting in long play sessions, I agree. Like, before the main campaign was even over, I kind of wanted it to be done. And I hate saying that when I stream, but every time I've streamed Wolfenstein on my channel, I get worn out well before the end. I still love it though. It's still a classic. It's one of my favorites from back then. But it does wear me out. Doom doesn't wear me out. Well, unless I'm playing No Reasons maps. Then I throw computer cases across the room and put big ass holes in my wall. But hey, at least now I know how to fix drywall. I had to look up videos on how to do it last night. You know, gotta look at the bright side of things, right? Yeah, well, John Romero has said many times in interviews that one thing they did during the development of Doom is they said if there was anything in Doom that they made, like if there was anything in the maps in Doom that could have been done in Wolfenstein 3D, they trashed it. They said that when they were in the map design process, you know, they basically had to make maps that were, you know, technically more advanced than what Wolfenstein 3D engine was capable of. And that's one reason why the map design or Doom feels so much more advanced than Wolfenstein 3D. A lot of it's in the map design. It's not even so much the gameplay. I mean, the gameplay is definitely an enhancement too. But you still can't look up and down, you know. Fortunately, your bullets can still go up and down thanks to the auto-aim. But, yeah, big reason Doom felt so much more advanced is, you know, the maps were a lot more complex. It didn't get repetitious like Wolfenstein did. You know, you'll see other first-person shooters on more advanced engines feel less advanced than Doom in a way because the level design is just kind of crappy. Oh man, I love Doom 2's maps. Doom 2's a great game. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm on Doom World, and I hear a lot of people over there talk about how Doom 2's not nearly as good as the first game. And I just kind of like scratch my head. I don't know. I guess one thing that keeps it keeps the maps being fine, in my opinion, is that it's the updated enemies, you know? I guess, like, thematically, the maps don't have as much identity as a lot of the maps do in the, you know, original Doom. But, you know, the Revenants and Mancubus and Archviles, you know, they make up for it. I think the, Doom 2 maps, despite not being as interesting thematically, are still more interesting to play. Alright, so what I'm going to do is show you the 240p switch and how it runs. The game runs about twice as fast. The frame rate isn't smoothed out, it just runs at twice the speed, basically. Yep, exactly no reason. That's another reason why having all those extra levels available in this version is cool, but it's not really ideal. My favorite Doom is Doom 3. I like being a rebel. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that most Doom mods that come out, you know, require the Doom 2 iWad to play because, you know, they rely on those extra enemies to keep the gameplay interesting. Otherwise, they just turn into slaughter maps with just the rocket launcher. Unless they want to be a rocket, not a rocket, but a shotgun fest. I don't know. I love both Dooms. You know, when people ask me, like, what's my favorite Doom, like, 1 or 2, it's like, well, both, actually. So, I kind of just lump them together. So the image actually should look a little bit better, because it's not... You know, it's 240p now. Yeah, so you notice that the game moves a little bit quicker. Or a lot quicker. Actually, honestly, the 240p mode might actually be ideal for these bigger levels. But, because, like, remember, there was a ton of slowdown here. So that actually helps this part. It's still choppy as all hell. But it makes it a little more tolerable. Yeah, I think Doom 3 is great. It's an awesome game. I'm gonna try to beat the vanilla version sometime soon on PC and then do a live stream here. Alright, so let me actually do a new game on the first episode, the original encounters. Yeah, so yeah, you can see how much faster this runs now. I don't even have the run button activated right now. Like, this is with the run button. Woo! Doom 3 multiplayer was your jam in 2008 to 2000. Really? I didn't realize it had an active multiplayer community. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I figured competition would have been focused around Quake 4 and Quake Live at that point. Yeah, so the problem with having the 240p switch enabled is that the original Encounters maps, the original Encounter maps run too fast. But it seems like the 240p switch might be ideal if you want to play the original 6 episodes, because those maps are a lot larger. They run a lot worse, so having the game technically run quicker makes those more tolerable to play. That's interesting. I mean, this is still technically playable, but it's not a good kind of playable, if you ask me. Like, I can still play the game, but yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Office, but Quake 4 is what they were using for, you know, like, major esports championships and whatnot. But yeah, I much prefer Quake 3, and I actually prefer Quake 3 over Quake Live as well. I prefer the balancing of Quake 3. Quake Live was great though. I put a ton of time into it. Dude, so fast. You're so fast. Let's go to a new game. Let's try the first episode, but the PC version. Oh yeah, no, absolutely no reason. But, I mean, so my thing, like, you were saying you were playing Doom 3 from 2008 to 2010, like, Quake 3 was dead by then, like, dead. Granted, Quake Live came out in 2008 or so. But, yeah, this is still extremely fast here on this map. So it looks like having the 240p switch enabled, like, it's going to be a benefit or a detriment depending on the size of the map and how much there is going on. It's probably not even the size of the map. It's probably how complex the room is that you're looking at. Like, the first set of rooms in Episode 6 Map 1 are very complex, and so the system slows down. Everything slows down, I mean. But these rooms, even though this map is larger than the original encounter equivalent, the rooms themselves aren't that complex, so this is probably the most complex room in this whole map. So it's still not slowing down that much. Well, that's not good. Ugh. Alright, well... that is that. Oy. Alright, well I can't really think of anything else to do. So I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. That was a pretty angry stream. I got pretty pissed off halfway through. All the F-bombs started to come out, and I was getting pretty frustrated. So, but whatever. We did Wolfenstein 3D and 3DO. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so at least we've got some kind of archive on my channel. Maybe we'll revisit it again in the future. I don't know. We'll see. It was kind of frustrating. How's the PC building been going? It's had its ups and downs, Leo. The 95 machine turned out fine. The XP and Windows 7 machine turned out great. The 98 machine, on the other hand, has been a time... It's just been like a ticking time bomb. Everything has given me problems, so... I actually ordered a different motherboard with a different chipset early this week. Hopefully it'll be here this weekend. And then, yeah, hopefully it'll be here this weekend so we can try to install it, get things working on it, and consistent. Yeah, because we were streaming it last weekend, last Friday night, and it just got to the point where, like, no game would load. It was bad. So, yeah, so I'm not quite done with that stuff. I did get a capture card in the mail from a friend that I need to try to install. It takes a DVI input, so it might actually work well with the MS-DOS stuff, but we have to see. So I need to do that as well. But yeah, hopefully these archives will be up shortly. Let's see what happened to that first stream. I think it already archived the first half when we crashed. We haven't even tested. That sucks. The stream crashed before the 4 hour... Sorry, the stream crashed after the 4 hour mark, so only the first 4 hours are available. Damn, that sucks. It would have been cool to have that stream up just right away. Alright guys, like I said, I'm gonna head out here. I will probably be on Twitch in a few minutes. Also, if any of you guys have Discord, I have a Discord server up there now, so let me go ahead and get the link for that. Link is in the description box, but I'll post it in the chat as well. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my description box. Alright. We had a couple fun people pop in tonight that I had to just like ban immediately. Just like, seriously people, come on. We had one dude earlier tonight like, hey, why do you play these old games? Just like, I didn't even respond, I just banned him immediately. It's like, get out of here. You don't belong here. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Alright, see ya, Ridley. But yeah, if anyone is on the on Discord, go join my Discord server. It's been fun so far. You know, it used to be closed off to Patreon backers, but I opened it up to everybody. You still get perks if you are a Patreon backer. There is still a closed off section, but it's still mostly, you know, the active part is open to everybody. But yeah, check it out if you are on Discord. As usual, thanks guys for supporting my channel in a variety of ways. Thanks also to Raymond Penland and Thaddy for both super chatting again tonight. I think that was like the 3rd week in a row, so thank you guys a ton. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'll try to be back on some Saturday streams sometime soon with maybe some Doom and things like that. But you know, we'll just kind of see how I feel. So, why you no play Fortnite? Fortnite play, you know. But yeah, thanks guys. Hey, see you, Christopher. Thanks for popping in, man. It's good chatting with you for a little while. And Andrew, welcome and goodbye. We're pretty much ending the stream right now. Yeah, I'll probably go live on Twitch in a little bit. I need to practice for a Let's Play. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but yeah, I have to record a Let's Play this weekend, so not looking forward to it. But yeah, see you guys. I guess until the next one, you know, take it easy, as usual.